Sorry you've had to wait for it.
Thanks so much, everybody. Congratulations on outstanding performances. Well done. I think that's probably the best house singing I've ever seen in any school. Absolutely incredible. Really brilliant. To have that quality across all 15 houses is absolutely unbelievable. So thank you so much, and give yourselves another round of applause. Now, Charlotte has got an incredibly difficult decision to make. While she's doing that, it gives me enormous pleasure to welcome a very special guest for one further Disney performance. Singing from The Lion King, Mr. Simon Allen.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling wind can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've got this far. Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisted kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of the star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Thank you.
Well, what I will say is it's very nice to get that reception now, because in about 10 minutes, a lot of you are probably not going to like me anymore, so I'm going to take that while I can. It's been a few years since I was here, and I've been very lucky to go to some wonderful places and do some wonderful things, but I always look back on my year at Charterhouse as genuinely one of the fondest of my life, and I actually feel borderline emotional. Tonight has been such a reminder as to why that is. So before I go through things, I just want to congratulate you all on, I've done 3 house singing adjudications this year, and this has been by a long way not only the most advanced, but also the most joy-filled, and I've just had the best night, so thank you so much. We're gonna do this as quickly as we can, because I've been in your position and I've also been in your teacher's position, and it is the worst thing in the world when people ramble on for half an hour. So this is going to be fast. Bear with me. We're going to get through this. Okay. I'm going to go through each house one by one and just say anything else. So we started with weak heights. Weak heights. I wrote that. I think they are watching on the live stream. I said that we've got some futures of stagecraft developers here. It made me smile to the point where my cheeks were hurting. And we also have potentially some interpretive dancers of the future. There was a commitment to the cause that I absolutely loved, even if it wasn't necessarily always in perfect sync. I didn't care because of the energy that was being put. And actually I really enjoyed is that the singing, weak heights, your singing stepped up a whole level when the hockey sticks got involved. So if there's not a lesson there for all of us, I don't know what else there is. Bravo. Weak heights. Robinites. I wrote, Robinites, sturdy, trustworthy, and get the job done. I don't know if that's true of Robinites, but that's what I got tonight. The costumes aside, which I will just say were hysterical, and a big shout out to the dinosaur, what I really loved was the fact that you didn't push the gimmick, Robinites. You literally just stood there, some of you the most deadpan I've ever seen anyone, in a dinosaur costume, and sang You've Got a Friend in Me, and despite that, I really got the sense that you were enjoying yourselves very much. And I could bang on about tuning and harmony and all these things, but ultimately that's what's most important to me. So well done, Robinites. Sutton, no hat bribes will be accepted from any houses. I would just say that, but I did love my sparkly hat. Thank you so much. Sutton, I wrote, what a wall of sound. I was really quite taken. The sound just sort of hit us out of nowhere. And it was a really effective use of distribution of the voices. You just created this great soundscape, and then it felt even more impactful when you all started to sing. Many fab soloists showcased. Well done to all of you, all fantastic. And I could just sense this had been very well rehearsed, very well prepared, and it was very slick. Bravo. Sutton. Varites. Oh, this is the Muppets. Right, yeah. Oh, this destroyed me a little bit. I had tears coming out my eyes. It was hysterical. I wrote, Varites broke the mould tonight. I didn't know what to expect, but it certainly wasn't this. And all jokes aside, it was actually such a fantastic song choice. I don't know who picked that from Varites, but they deserve a shout out, because it did showcase all the different voices, all the different ranges, and it wasn't at all straightforward in its arrangement, and yet they nailed it, all whilst keeping a straight face with, I don't know if you could all see on the live stream, but there was something ridiculous going on down here. Bravo, Varites. I really did enjoy that very, very much. Hodgsonites. I wrote, Hodgsonites were feeling themselves tonight, I feel. They came up on stage, and before they even started to sing, they all just had this ridiculously cheeky grin on their faces. And then they just completely delivered with what followed. I was really bowled over by how clear their sound tone was. They brought everyone on side in the room without turning what can be a bit of a shout into a shout. I said special shout out to Mr. Corkin on the saxophone. That was great. And to Sammy on the rap. Enjoyed that very much. Well done, Hodgsonites. Lockheights. That was a whole new world for those who need their memories jogged. I actually didn't really write anything because I was completely distracted by what was going on in front of me. I wrote, I feel like I'm in a fever dream and I'm really enjoying it. I truly don't know what to make of that. What I will say though is that it was, of all the random ideas tonight, Lockheights deserve a big shout out for just absolutely throwing caution to the wind and going for it, and actually going for it without then jeopardising their singing. Is it Jonathan, their conductor, the one who was the parrot? He's great. He's after my job. Really, really great. I enjoyed that very much. Lockheights, that's probably a performance that I will remember for a very, very long time. Perhaps ever. Pageites. I wrote Pageites are really charming. Again, I don't know whether that's a stereotype at this school. Maybe not. Oh, I'm hearing some noises. I thought they were really charming. That was my initial thought. I thought it was going to be a really brief, lovely moment of repose until we suddenly had this middle section where everyone was sort of dancing around as sharks and things. What I did like was that some people in Pageites, were clearly quite embarrassed to be up on stage tonight. However, every single one of them kept singing, and just saw the whole thing through right to the very end, and they delivered a really, really beautiful performance. I also, special shout out, the lyrics taped to the back of the person stood in front of you. Loved that. Loved that. Davisite. I said this is probably the house I want to be in. I thought that maybe what you might have perhaps lacked in intricate harmony or anything, you just made up for in teamwork. I truly believe that you are a really tight-knit family house. You knew how to set a scene. I think you were the first tonight to dim the lights. Did enjoy that. And I wanted to be up there with you. And a special shout out to Davisite. You were the only ones to take a proper bow. In fact, I think they tried to, and it actually went quite wrong. But the intention was there, and I really enjoyed the intention. It's all about performance, all the way through to the end, and a bow is great. Northbrook. Oh, I said, what a slick, well-oiled machine. No gimmicks. Northbrook let their voices speak for themselves, managed some really detailed movement, which is obviously a lovely extra. It's not necessarily what's being completely judged on tonight, but they managed that really nicely without jeopardising the sound, so well done. Nice effective harmonies, good showing of your range, and oh yeah, I was really sold by the a cappella moment. That was great. I think you were the first house tonight to do an a cappella moment, and it's a brave thing to do, because it just goes to show the voices all by themselves, and I enjoyed that very, very much. Duckites. I wrote joy, exclamation mark. Duckites were my joy house tonight. Love is an open door. Clever to use both male and female voices to your advantage. I think that was fantastic. And it was proof, more than anything, that the boys can absolutely hold their own vocally. So shout out to the Duckites boys, because they did a fantastic job tonight. You didn't take yourselves too seriously. You were storytellers. You were committing to what you were singing. You had some nice little harmony layers going on. And I thought that was fantastic, and I sat back in my seat and enjoyed it very, very much. And now, are we into this room now? Fletcherites, yes, you're all in this room, okay. Oh, another hat bribe. I also like that hat, thank you. I wrote Fletcherites, powerhouses. I thought you were storytellers, and it felt like a real, so many just electric smiles. And I know that that's not always the most important thing, and some people will go, it's about whether it's in tune and stuff, which naturally it also was. But also there were just so many gorgeous smiles on the stage, and a performance is about everything, and that is a huge part of it, so I really enjoyed that. Nice counterbalancing with the smaller groups and then the bigger groups, and you can win or lose an audience, everyone always says, in the first 5 seconds. And I'm trying to remember what your first 5 seconds was, but I wrote that you... Oh, was it your big clap thing that you did? Great, love that. Tick! Saunderites. Very hard song, Saunderites. I don't know who chose it, but it's an incredibly difficult song. Well done for being so brave. It's very low, and it's very low for all the voices, and you managed that so well. It didn't sound like a grumble. It sounded like a really excellent commitment to low singing, and that's really hard to do. Good call and response, but my favourite thing, Saunderites, was how pleased you were with yourselves. I thought that was lovely. I really enjoyed your reaction to your own performance. And it just goes to show that no one in life is your own cheerleader better than yourself. So well done. Okay, carrying on. Bowdites. Can we just have a moment? Just a round of applause for that little power quintet up on the balcony. Amazing. Now, I enjoy a gimmick as much as anyone else. I love a gimmick, don't get me wrong, but what I like is when a gimmick is done really well, and that was, your tuning was fantastic, the 5 voices were blended really nicely, I really enjoyed that. And maybe I might be losing my touch, Bowdites, but I was really moved by your performance, actually, this evening. I found myself feeling quite reflective on the fact that this, to me, feels like this is what these events are about. It was a house demonstrating how effective unison singing can be when everyone just throws themselves in and enjoys it and sings really beautifully and doesn't necessarily muck around but actually just does the job really, really well. And I was really touched by that. Your heads were all also held really high, and it's not only good for the sound, but it's also really good for the overall performance. So I think you should be very proud of yourselves, Bowdites, tonight. Thank you. Okay, next up. Gown Boys. Gown Boys, you came in and you got the job done. I wrote that I would fully trust you in a crisis. I don't know where you are, but I would be calling on you. I was well prepared, it was well managed, lovely diction, and also you proved how reliable your tuning was again at the end, where everything else dropped out and it was just your voices. I've heard that song before done in one of these events where the band drop out and everything just sort of falls apart in a horrible mess and you realise that actually no one could sing. But that was not the case tonight. Are you over there? I'm looking at completely the wrong house. You're over there. Brilliant. Fantastic work. Really enjoyed it. Good sticks as well. Again, I'm not marking you on the sticks, but they also were really nice. Loved them. Right, onwards. Chetwynd. Chetwynd, this was really creative. Well done. Can I just take a moment to congratulate you? No, I want to congratulate you on actually sort of taking this event and slightly pushing the boundaries of, okay, we're not just going to rely on a band to make the sound for us, we're going to use other means of creating sound. It's really hard to keep those claps in time when one person's doing it, but when however many of you were doing it, and then the band had to come in and rely on your claps, really hard to do, and you absolutely nailed that, so well done. Big shout out to your first two soloists, I thought they were beautiful. And I thought this was a really, really clever demonstration of how all these separate elements that we talk about, you know, text, movement, clapping, clicking, singing, they can actually all work together to really enhance performance. It doesn't just need to be, oh, we're singing and we're clicking along. It's like, actually, we're going to use all those things to really enhance each other. So I was very impressed with that. I thought it was a very mature, very clever choice of song. Okay. This is the sheet. And what I will say is that I have literally just done it by numbers and then gone with exactly what the numbers have said at the end. So what I will say is I have absolutely loved this. Thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. It's much better than a lot of other places. Okay. My special shout out, this isn't a place to spot, but we should give them a round of applause. This is for a performance that I thought was actually just really cool and deserves my special mention, which was Varites Man or Muppet. Bravo. I loved it. Some of you aren't going to like this because we've got a joint third and a joint second, but that is just how the scoring went. I'm thrilled about it because it means more people get recognition, so big tick for recognition's sake. Joint third place, Sutton and Chetwynd. Again, the numbers don't lie, this is just the numbers. We have Norfolk and Bowdites. And in first place, nice, well done. Do you guys want to come on up here and get this cup? Come on up. Here now, Hodge, tonight, you won't get a cup or a photo, and that would be a travesty.
On the stage, Hodge, please.
can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed eel, I buried a scuts. Planted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway from messing around? And he's on the right way. And the demonstration are all good. Is it wrong to make it away? Look around me, I'll make everything up. Look at that baby, now it's everything up.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Hodge. Thanks very much. Congratulations to absolutely everybody. Huge thank you to Charlotte for her fantastic adjudication. Don't forget to fill in your online voting for the audience winner. Thank you so much. Thanks for your hard work.